The people who are talking about handshake government were the ones who are in government. They were earning salaries, and then they're saying the government was broke. What were they doing in that government? This country cannot continue to be ruled with hypocrisy and lies.
We were lying. They lie about anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, after the interview between the joint media team and William Samoei Ruto, the president, there was expectation that Raila Odinga was going to respond to that media interview. And for those people who managed to follow the media interview between the joint media and William Samoei Ruto, the president, you will agree with me that William Ruto was a bit cornered there, especially from Sam Gituku, and we did an analysis here regarding that interview. So Raila has decided to respond to William Samoei Ruto's claims and the constant accusations of the previous regime that when they took over, they found empty coffers. You know, this narrative was echoed by Musalia Mudavadi when Musalia Mudavadi had organized the Vihiga Cultural Festival. For those people who've been following, the politics of Musalia Mudavadi or the activities of Musalia Mudavadi, you must have seen that event that took place, I think 3 days ago, 4 days ago. I'm not sure about the exact time frame, but that is the time it took place. And Musalia Mudavadi also talked about tulipata mambo mabaya, meaning that they found the coffers were empty. William Ruto, when he had conducted that Meet the People tour in Sugoi on that eve of Christmas, kwa wale ambao waliangalia wakati ambao alikuwa anapeana those goodies, Christmas goodies to the locals there, he said, or he talked about empty coffers. So all these people, Gachagua also, they have been talking about empty coffers. So Raila Odinga, in an interview with CHEMUTAI GOIN in Citizen TV, decided to spill the beans. And in fact, he said that he was not part of the government. He also talked about the people who are complaining now were in that previous government. But because they were trying to destabilize the government, they fought the government, but at the same time, they took salary from the same government. Why did they ditch the government back then? Why did they take salary? That is what Raila Odinga said in that live interview. So I have a video regarding that interview between CHEMUTAI GOIN and Raila Odinga, and I would like us to talk about the details of that video. But first of all, I'd like to kindly request you to support this channel by subscribing and liking this video. That is the only support I need from you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for those who've been supporting us by liking our videos or by subscribing to our channel, I want to say here that I'm forever grateful for that support, because without that support, this channel cannot grow. So let's head over to this interview by CHEMUTAI GOIN and Raila Odinga.
The people who are talking about handshake government were the ones who are in government. They were earning salaries, big packs of salaries in government. And then they're saying the government was broke. What were they doing in that government? See, the hypocrisy. This country cannot continue to be ruled with hypocrisy and lies. You spread lies every day, hoping that people will believe that is the truth. Kenyans know that we were not in government, either, as ODM or even as Azimio. We were all the time in the opposition. But those who were in government were criticizing it because they were campaigning to succeed it. But they are responsible for everything that happened to that government. I see now, more than a year later, once they're in government, they're still blaming the previous government in which they served, that we took over empty coffers. If you took over empty coffers, you have been in government for 1 year. Why have we not created wealth in that period of time?
Very well. That is what Raila Amolo Odinga said in that interview, the response he gave to CHEMUTAI GOIN's question, especially the question of ati hakukuwa na pesa. Raila ameijibu kwa lugha ya kueleweka. Kwa wale ambao wamefuatilia vizuri hiyo video, unaona ili swala zima hapa ni kwamba 1 year down the line, kulingana na Raila vile anasema 1 year down the line, bado analia kwamba empty coffers. You know, Raila is trying to say that watu wameshindwa na excuse. So the only excuse they have ni empty coffers. So Raila gave an example of how they ran their government with Kibaki the moment they took it from Moi. So Moi back then also had, according to Raila, they say when they took over the government, the revenue collection ilikuwa chini sana, especially pesa nyingi kwa zinakuwa collected, lakini kuko na mashimo, pesa zinapotea huko, zinapotea. So alisema what they did, they simply extended or expanded the tax base, hili watu wale ambao walikuwa walipe, but they did not increase taxation or tax. They didn't increase the taxes. So what Raila is trying to say that is totally unacceptable is the fact that the government has increased ushuru and introduced ushurus. You know, that is what Raila Amolo Odinga is saying, that wame increase ushuru and they have introduced more ushurus, more taxes. You know, the truth of the matter is that come next year, there is talk about, you know, e-teams to all business owners. So the question here is that the small kiosks, small shop that has a stock of less than 10,000, some of them, I have seen those kind of kiosks kama unapata kwamba the revenue or the return or the income of this particular proprietor waga kidogo. Sometimes the profit they get in a day inaweza kuwa 500, you know, because what they stock sio nyingi. So I'm just looking at this e-teams now, and I know e-teams is online. So because it's online, now that they'll be forced to have internet, that is another added cost, because now, despite the fact that the government is saying kuna free Wi-Fi, personally I have not seen that free Wi-Fi. Kama ile free Wi-Fi ingekuwa, then ungepata kwamba kuna areas ambayo hizi free Wi-Fi people can access. The small kiosk can access the, probably they use their tablets ama simu. But this e-teams, despite the fact that the government is trying to expand its tax base, lakini it affect watu wengi, because you might, I don't know whether the physical ETRs are going to be used, the ETR machines, but if at all they are going to be used, that means you're going to part with almost 40,000. So if your stock is less than 15,000, you're now forced to buy a gadget that goes at around 30 to 40,000. So now that is a stock for 2 months, you know. So your stock itakuwa affect. So the question will be, should I buy the stocks ama ninunue mashini serikali nataka alafu nishindwe na biashara? That is why if you're very keen in that interview, there is a part there where Raila Amolo Odinga talks about business people being demoralized. They are demoralized. He also went further to say that hata I think this is a bit interesting. Anasema kwamba hata William Ruto akitravel mara ngapi, but the business environment is not favorable in terms of tax, itakuwa ni bure, because the business environment is not favorable. Anasema kwamba hata kama afanye nini won't be possible. So ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this media interview? Because personally, naona kwamba hapo Ruto was kind of cornered. CHEMUTAI GOIN gave Raila Amolo Odinga ample time to respond to these questions, because these are things ambazo they could not have asked William Ruto to address them, in a right way. So they think that by choosing Raila Amolo Odinga to be the one to respond to these questions, itakuwa most Kenyans watapata his information, because most people are always tuned into Raila Amolo Odinga's media interviews. Whatever he says there, huwa wanasikiza. Of course, William Ruto also pia anasikiza. So the response from Raila Amolo Odinga regarding this issue of taxation, this issue of empty coffers, I think Raila Amolo Odinga has addressed them in a way that is going to be pretty understandable by those people who have been asking these questions, especially the people in UDA are the ones who have been propagating this narrative of empty coffers. So from his interview, now the response there, I think this story has been put to rest. So ladies and gentlemen, just go below the comment section and tell us what you think about what Raila Amolo Odinga has said there, the response he has given there, on the issue of empty coffers, on the issue of high taxes. Just go there and respond. Now perhaps if you're watching this video for the first time, or a regular viewer who has not subscribed, please just take a moment and subscribe to this channel by going down there. There's a button written subscribe. Just hit it once if you're not subscribed before, and YouTube shall have subscribed you to our channel. So if you like this video, so important, YouTube will get to share this video to other people who are not part of our family. Now, until you catch up again, please stay safe and stay blessed.